Hello everybody and welcome to round 1 of EVR Season 2. I am your host commentator Sam for F2 tonight, and we are joined by cat named Minty.
Hello, I am here.
You are here and we're all here, and look at this, 20 drivers on the grid tonight, and these drivers are all first team drivers, no reserves or anything. I am shocked, and I'm sure you are as well. What a result. Absolutely beautiful to see 20 drivers all going at it for the win tonight in F2. Arguably, you can turn around and say it's the closest grid on the F2, on the EVR, obviously on the EVR grid, out of the EVR grids. So,
it is,
let's see.
I'm surprised because Bahrain last year was, of course, one of the lowest according to the drivers that came for the race, because we only had like 13 or something.
Right, so Cohen is the first one out on track then. I'm just going to sort this out. So, Minty, you can actually lead the way for a little bit, because I just need to... I'm going to just sort this out. This is just me sorting out the links to the streams. So, hello and welcome everybody, of course, to the stream.
The strategy for tonight, I think, it is harder and mediums for the start, and it's going to be a one-stop. I don't think people are going to go on the softs. At least that's what I found out last season. The only people on the softs right now are King J, Xdan, Walbeck and VRT Frame, but most of them are in the pits. While the rest of the grid is on the hards, apart from Tony first, who is on the mediums.
Tony's on the mediums, is he? That's interesting to see. Let's have a look and see what tyre compounds I've got. King J's gone on the soft tyres. This is an interesting one. If you could put a strategy on for the soft tyres, is it possible? Or are the soft tyres just a waste of your time?
Really depends, because of course at the start you'll be faster. But later on in the race you might be slower because everybody else is on the one stop while you're on the two stop.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the one stop with the softs to the hards is possible. Probably is, but you'll have to have some amazing tyre management skills.
Yeah, and as Cohen, I think, is the first person on lap, he's latest on the lap, so we're going to go on board with Cohen, obviously, and see how he's doing in the Williams. He's got ambitions for this season, and let's see what he can do. Hold on.
Okay, that's...
Right, I am back, sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just getting used to this. Everyone is very proud of the full grid tonight. Absolutely beautiful numbers. I would love to see the numbers. Absolute beauty. Obviously, full grid. I'm trying to see. I can't see the F3 ones.
Maybe it's okay. Cohen is on the last straight before. Well, not the last straight, but it's going up to the last corner.
I can't seem to find the F3 stream. We do have a few technical issues. Anyway, Ninja was the first.
129.6.
Cohen's about to come on.
Beat it.
Yep,
yes,
Cohen is.
By 1 second.
Yeah, Cohen obviously going to beat it easily. Cohen doing pretty well. And look at that from Matt there, 2 tenths quicker than Cohen. Moves up to first place. Matthew, one of the, Matthias, one of the leading favourites to win this F2 championship. Some people have said that he's maybe a bit too quick, but look at Tony. Tony first, but he was on the medium tyres. Let's just take that into consideration as P&P Cass comes across the line. But only 3 drivers are to 1 minute 28, as I'm a D sits to 1 minute 28 as well. Who is on a lap? Plix is about to cross the line. It's a 1 minute 28.8, so it's a good start for Plix as well. Let's see what Lawman's can do now as he's about to cross the line. DRS right open. Is it going to be in the 1 minute 29s? No, it's not. It's a 1 minute 28.7, so it's a good lap from him as well. Tim Wentic is on a lap. He's early into it, so is Walbeck. Frayne is on an out lap as well. It's always Chaos is on a lap as well. Let's see how he's doing. Oh, he's completely lost the car a little bit there. Wentink on a lap, Wolbieg on a lap as well. A lot of these guys maybe on a lap as well on the hard tyres, because you do seem to find that the hard tyres take a little bit of time to heat up. Tim almost lost the car there. But yeah, a 20-man grid, absolutely beautiful. And I think Cooper, something's going on. Cooper's out of the qualifying session.
I don't know what happened there, but Tony, not the best lap time for him. 110 faster, but he's on a faster compound tyre.
Anyway, Tim Wentink through to the lap. Wolbieg is on towards the end of a lap more than so here. 15th place at the moment. See what lap he can perform. It's a 1 minute. It looks like it's going to be a 1 minute 29 something. Let's see what he can get. DRS wide open. Yep, 1 minute 29.1, but it was invalidated, so not the best show from him. Tim Wentink then, what's he going to do? 4th place on the hard tyres. Early Matthias and Cohen faster. And oh, that's Jamie or SHR Indigo going 3rd place there, so that's good to see from Indigo. Who else have we got? VRT Valentino. Plix just finished another lap. Was it has it bettered or not?
By 1/10, but it doesn't move him up a place.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Right, so let's see then what we have at the moment. Have we got the F3 stream up finally? We need to make sure we've got the F3 stream up on the channel. I'm sure we have to now, but let's have a look. Yes, we do. We have the stream up. That's great to see. The F3 stream up a little bit late, but we have the F3 stream up. It's nice to see that we've also got 17 drivers there, and we've also picked up, I believe, 17 in F1 as well. So great attendances tonight. Only 6 drivers were missing full time, so thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. And obviously, hopefully, we have a great season ahead. Obviously, after tonight as well.
A question for you: Who has impressed you most in pre-season?
Who impressed me most in pre-season? This is a good question, you know. Who impressed me most in pre-season? I'm looking at the wrong driver. I think overall, the person who impressed me mostly in pre-season would have to be it's a difficult one. Are we talking about the F2 drivers right now, or the drivers who
F2.
are... Okay, we're talking about F2 drivers. Well, in my opinion, this maybe is a little bit of a surprise name, but a person who kind of surprised me, in my opinion, to do well. I think it must be Cohen, in my opinion. I always thought of Cohen as a little bit of a midfield driver, but it looks like if he really gets his head together, especially him and Valentino could definitely go for not just the constructors, but one of them or even both of them could be challenging for the driver's title as well. They have high ambitions. They're good friends with each other as well, and they really could have a good season, as Valentino is on a lap right now, and we'll just keep on board to see what lap he can put in, as he's now coming around to the final corner. And let's see what lap he can put in. It looks like it could be a potential 1 minute 28, but what 1 minute 28 is it going to be? It's a 1 minute 28.5, moves him up to 6th place provisionally. Tony set his fastest lap on the medium tyres. He's on the soft tyres though. Matt's now on the medium tyres. I think the soft tyres will be an interesting strategy. I don't think they really work well around here, so Tony's probably just going for pole position while everyone else is looking just to maybe get strategy games. So Tony will have to be aware that strategy wise he has to be quite brave on this, but let's see what people could do. Apparently Cooper had a little bit of an alteration with Wolbieg. Obviously Cooper, if you're listening to the stream right now, if there is some sort of alteration, can you please send it to the stewards chat as soon as possible? While after the race we will take a look at it. Obviously we don't really want to comment on it too much because we've got all these drivers on the grid, but anyway, it's always Chaos then. He is on a lap coming into sector 3. He's gone well wide there again, so Chaos is struggling a little bit on the hard tyres. Dan is on the soft tyres, and he's actually going to set a flying lap on the soft tyres, so let's get on board with this. This is probably going to be one of the fastest lap times, but yeah, does the softs really work? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they work, do they?
Maybe. Do we get 1 point for pole position here?
No points for pole position anymore. We've moved back to the original, well, just F1 standings. But there is obviously still that not pole position, that fastest lap point. So yeah. And Cooper has said Wahlberg's AI took me out. Yeah, Cooper, like I said, if you can provide us footage or something of that, we'll obviously have a look into that, and incidents like that will be taken with a serious note. So I'm just going to let you know that let's not get too angry now, because like I said, I don't want everything littered over the chat, so please try and keep your cool a little bit and maybe just sort it out personally.
1:28.2.
There we go. There we go. I'm telling you, Cohen, like, I'm not joking, Cohen is a very, very quick driver, and he's definitely not to be overestimated. He's a driver who could definitely... Oh, look at Matt there, but he's on the medium tyres.
What a lap.
9/10 up, though, on Cohen. Someone who I've not really seen too much of is VRT Hulkenberg. Especially what I heard earlier, someone told me that he should be definitely winning this race, but as it looks like he seems to not be doing too well at the moment. As the F1, let's have a look at the F1, F2 and F3 ones. The F1 one got 17 drivers, which is great, and Nolan is racing in F1, so that's going to be interesting to see if people's claims are right or wrong.
Tony goes fastest.
Tony's gone fastest.
1:27.2 on the softs though.
Be aware he's on the softs, and obviously the strategy is not going to probably work for him, so he'll have to be careful, in my opinion. That strategy is not the right strategy, in my opinion, so Tony has to be careful now. He has to probably set a better lap time on the mediums, but is he going to do that? I do not know. Who is on a lap then? Let's have a look. Let's explore and see what Plix is doing right now. So Plix 6, one of those drivers who you'd expect to be very close up there, and hopefully this season he could potentially bag in a win or two. And let's see what the Mercedes could do this season. There's obviously Tony is a great one-lap pace, but we've seen in the races he's kind of struggled a little bit. But let's see what his teammate can do, because his teammate's on a lap on the medium tyres, uses all the track. I don't know if that's invalidated or not. Kind of struggles through that sector and probably goes a little bit wide, and yeah, he's invalidated easily there. You spotted it way before I did. Anybody else on a lap? Not really. Matt perhaps maybe on a lap. No, he's not. He's coming in. Tony will be coming in as well. So let's see who's about to set up for a lap then. Ninja I think is the furthest on track. Where is Hulkenberg? He's just come out, so that's not one to look. Here's someone to look for though. Lawman's come around the final corner to start his lap, although will he come into the pits? I would have assumed it's 3-lap old hards. He stays up for one more lap, and let's see what he can do then. So let's see if Lawman's on these 3-lap old hards. Let's see if he can get in a better performance. It's a good performance from him on the hards. Let's see what he can continue to do. Oh, he's losing the car a lot there on the hard tyres. So it just comes to show, even on the hards at this stage, it's quite difficult to keep the car, and Lawman's is struggling a little bit, may have lost a lot of time. Who else is on a lap perhaps we can look at in a minute? Lawman's so going pretty well. 1/10 down though, unfortunately.
Going back to the softs, I think it isn't the best strategy for this track. On other tracks it would be good for like track position, but here you just get the RS and you just get past.
So Casper's put in the chat, only took 4 laps on hards to get a good lap. So yeah, obviously the hard tyres take quite a while to warm up, even on a track like this, the day in obviously a desert as well. So obviously it will probably take a lot to beat Matt at the moment, who technically is on pole, except from Tony at the moment. Hello to the 9 people watching in this session, obviously 20 people tonight. The only person not to settle up tonight though is Xdan Litonian. Sorry if I've said that wrong, I get my things messed up terribly. Lawmans does come into the pits as expected. Place comes out on 2-lap old mediums. That's interesting to see. I'm a D and Ninja's on a lap. Ninja is the closest to finishing, so we're going to stick on board with Ninja now onto the last straight. He's still going, it looks like. Yellow flags in sector 2. I'm hoping that's not an actual incident and that's just some people letting them through. Should be, but let's see what Ninja can do. Came in tonight. came in as a replacement for one of the drivers who was supposed to be racing tonight but had to pull out. But here's Ninja 10th place, who obviously takes that full-time seat and shows it pretty much why he's worth it. Let's see what Imad can do. He's 8 tenths up going into sector 3, so this should be a good lap from Imad. Imad potentially could be into the frame for a win today. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what his lap time he can bring in. It's a 1 minute 27.8. That's a good lap from Imad, and it means that it's, despite the Mercedes, it is a 1-2 for Red Bull. That's a 2-3 for Red Bull. Tim Wenting on a lap, Gavin on a lap as well at the same area. This could be interesting. I know these two like to play a strategy, but I think Tim is too far away from Gavin at the moment. See what Wenting could do. He's 1/10 up. What's Gavin's up? I didn't quite see. Let's see what Tim could do though, as we're gonna use that to make sure that we go straight to Gavin straight afterwards. Let's see what happens then. Tim then coming into this awkward turn 10, gets the exit pretty well. There is yellow flags in sector 2, sector 3 should be somewhat better than by. Let's see what Tim can do. Obviously Gavin as well on a lap. Hulkenberg will be on an out lap soon. AJ's on a lap. People start to come on laps. Cohen's on a lap, so let's obviously keep an eye on Cohen as well. Yellow flags in sector 2 again. Let's see what Tim can do. He's 6 tenths up then, so 6 tenths would leave him, I think, 3rd place. But you've got to think this sector 3 in these last 2 corners, he could really make up still a little bit more time. So let's see what Tim could do. As Ninja retires from the session there, obviously that's the fastest he's going to go, or he believes he's going to go. And so is Plix as well. So Tim Wenting comes around the final corner and obviously crosses the line with a 1 minute 27.7. So Matt seems untouchable. Gavin then finishes the lap on a 1 minute 27.9. AJ on a 1 minute 27.8 as well. Let's see what Wolbieg can do. Wolbieg coming through this sector as well. A few names haven't got... one name hasn't got lap in just yet. That's Dan. Dan is on an out lap though at the moment. But look at Chaos, a 1 minute 30.3. Let's see what Chaos can do. Obviously he's on a lap as well, but we'll go stick with Wolbieg just for now. We've got 1 minute left in qualifying, so there's still time to go. Let's see where is Cohen on the track. How far... He's coming towards the end of his lap and he's 4 tenths up, so this could be interesting for Cohen. Coming around the final corner, it's a pretty neat exit as well. Let's see what his lap time can be. DRS wide open, it's a 1 minute 27.6, moves him up to 3rd place, and faster, just only sees Matt faster than him, and obviously Tony on the soft tyres faster than him. Let's go back down to Wolbieg then, who is up by 8 tenths as well. He needs to improve his lap time. He's got a 1 minute 29 dead, something he does not want. So he comes through the final corner. Tony sets the fastest at 1 minute 27.0. But let's obviously take it to the fact that he is obviously on the soft tyres, and that's probably going to hinder him in the race. Let's see what Wolbieg can do. He gets P6. PMP Cass then. He is on a lap, 16 seconds to go, and Casper is 3 tenths up. Let's see what he can do through sector 2. Usually quite a quick driver, Casses, as Fran retires from the session down in 15th place. So unfortunately for Fran, no, he's not going to go any faster.
Valentino coming through. You 6 tenths up. P4.
Oh, P4. Williams right now showing what I said earlier about the point that both of them could be going for the championship this year. Absolute fast lap from them two. Let's see what Cass can do. Cass is coming into sector 3 in a second. We'll have a look to see what his lap time will be. Hopefully he's up on his lap time. He is up on his lap time by 7 tenths.
Indigo's going up.
Oh.
P3.
Wait, Indigo. Oh, Jamie's gone P3.
No, Normand is going up.
P7. Let's see what Cass can do. Who was that who just moved up? Someone moved up. I'm not sure who it was. Anyway, Cass is going to finish his lap then. I'm not sure what the lap time is going to be. Hopefully it's a good one for him. And he goes P7, so it's a decent lap from Cass there. Who else is on a lap? Anyone else on a lap?
just finished his lap from P18 to P15.
It's pretty much he's finished his lap then. Fran down in 17th. That's not where Fran would want to be. Always Chaos finishes. Wolbieg is going to finish his lap and he's down by 1 tenth, so it doesn't matter. Tim Wenting then, he's actually up. He's up by 1 tenth, so a good exit and a good finish here could leave Tim Wenting up a little bit more places and maybe split that third row of the two Williams. Let's see what Tim Wenting can do around the final corner then. as he will hopefully get a good exit. It looks like he has DRS wide open. Let's see what the time's going to be. He's up to 6th place and does split up the 2 Williams. And look at VRT Hulkenberg as well, up to 4th place as well. I've just noticed that. So look at that grid. That's an absolutely stunning grid. Very close indeed at the moment.
Top 10 barely separated by each sense. Well, from P2 to P10 to P11 actually.
Let's see what the gap is between them.
5 tenths.
Look at that, the top 13 separated by less than a second. And obviously, it's not everyone's cup of tea, Bahrain, but to see that is amazing. And obviously, that's obviously with Tony on the softs as well, so everyone's kept up the pace. Obviously, this man is 2nd place, but obviously you could kind of argue he could have the win in his sights, because technically, for Matthias here, all he has to do is keep calm, because Tony is on a different strategy, and in some sense the soft tyres is not the best strategy. Anyway, so going into the race then, on pole position we have Tony first, 2nd place Matthew 40, 3rd place SHR Indigo, 4th place VRT Hulkenberg, 5th place Cohen, 6th place Wenting, 7th place VRT Valentino, 8th place PNP Cass, 9th place Lawmans, 10th place I'm a D, 11th place Wolbjerg, AJ in 12th, Gavin 13th, Plix 14th, King J 15th, Ninja 16th, Fran 17th, Chaos 18th, Dan 19th, and Flying Cooper at the back of the grid in 20th.
Very close grid. Can't wait for the race. It's going to be really eventful probably.
Absolutely amazing grid. And obviously look at Jamie in the chat. Yes, come on. So Jamie going P3 there. That's an incredible result for Jamie, don't you think? And he's kind of surprised me, and that was a person who I didn't mention in pre-season. He did really surprise me. That was a person who I've got to say was the biggest surprise of them all. But let's see what the strategies are going to be in today's race. And what do you think, interestingly, would be Tony's strategy? The man starting from pole, starts at the softs. Could he do a 1-stop, or is it a 2-stop for him?
Must be a 2-stop. He's more of a quality pace man. So he's probably going to burn through the tyres.
Yeah. And hopefully, if everything's correct, we've got the formation lap on. We do have the formation lap on, so well done for that. F3 right now looks pretty good as we go through that. F3 is still going on in qualifying as we look in the... Yeah, and at the moment in that one, the top 3 at the moment is No Future to See, BJ, and of course Storm 72 UK. And in F1, the top 3 at this current point are, as we take a look, would be VRT Zach. I'm not sure who the person who's retired. I think that's VFG Luke there. Faster than Nolan, but Nolan's just come on the mediums, who is in 3rd place. So it's going to be interesting to see what those grids shake up. But let's be honest, it's all about F2 at the moment, as we are obviously on the formation lap and we are close to getting underway very, very soon. Tony at the moment then in the lead, Matt in 2nd. This is going to be... Oh, and it almost touched as well. This is going to be interesting, isn't it, for Matt? Because he's got a car ahead of him who he could argue is quicker than, but he's on the soft tyres, Tony. Soft tyres won't last long. Do you think Matt will try and, I guess, conserve, or will he try and get past Tony as quickly as possible?
I think he's going to conserve a bit of wet strategy of just waiting for the right moment until his tyres die out.
And obviously, let's not forget about Jamie, obviously. Jamie impressing in pre-season. And look at him here, 3rd place. Ahead of some names that could be championship title contenders. So potentially, is Jamie on for a win on the opening day of the season? Do you think it could be possible that Jamie could take the W here?
Well, everything is possible here.
Bahrain is a very...
Anything could happen. Flying Cooper could even win.
Yeah, of course. We've seen it in many league races before, the story of the driver who starts at the back winning, and oh my word, that's Cohen spinning. Cohen is spinning, and I think Ericsson hit us is the quote of the day already, we must say, for Cohen there. But oh well, I don't know what's happened there. I'm pretty sure the AI would have taken over by now, but Cohen is left spinning. I don't know what that does to his tyres, so not what Cohen would have wanted, especially for, I guess, what's that word? For composure, I guess. He's probably feeling a little bit less composed. Maybe a little bit nervous on that final corner. Obviously, it's a formation lap, so not what he wants to see. So we're about to get underway any minute now. Your leader, Tony first, at the moment will lead us down to turn 1 any seconds now. So as it looks like we are going to start this race, 5 red lights are on. There's a long hold on. We do get underway. Who gets the best start? It looks like Matt's got a good start. Look at Tony covering him off almost immediately there. Matt onto the outside now. Look who's making moves. Who is making moves? Look at the the racing point on the inside of Cass up to 3rd place. Who has got the best start? Oh, and Cass there, and Hulkenberg almost touched Matt up to 2nd. And look how far Jamie's gone down to 6th place. As everyone I think gets out of the corner pretty well. Yes, they do. Everyone clean through the first few corners. That's amazing to see. Tony gets away from Matt quite well as well. Cass in 3rd, Hulkenberg 4th, Tim Wentig in 5th. Is that I'm a D at the back of the grid? Don't know what's happened to him there. I'm pretty sure he wasn't there beforehand. Look at this, how gridlock it is. It's very close between everyone. Everyone making moves in front. Anything going on? Dan and Gavin close together. Look at this sight to see for Ninja. At the moment, and look at this into the corner. Gavin's got wing damage, and it's going to be a late break as well. So close into that corner, so tough for that corner, especially with 20 cars. Let's see who Tony's doing. He's 9 tenths ahead of Matt. This is what Tony needs to do. He needs to get out of that DRS stream immediately, and he's doing that quite well. Cass is putting pressure on Matt a little bit now at the moment. Look at Hulkenberg just behind as well. And who's that? That is Plix spinning. Plix is in the wall, and that's another car. That's Wolbjerg. Wolbjerg is in the wall as well. I don't know what's happened there. Gavin's at the back of the grid. I think he has a little bit of wing damage. Look at I'm a D though as well at the back of the grid. But look at this though. Those two at the back of the grid as well. And Tony's stretched out quite a far lead. And look at Cass here. Cass might look for a move on Matt. Let's see what he can do against Matthias at the moment. Is he going to make the move? He's looking for it. He's going to just rule out for now. Look at the Hulkenberg and Tim Wenting side by side then. See what happens here. Hulkenberg has the inside line here, very close. Oh, what's happened here? And Tim, I think, does have the position just for now. Look at Cohen coming in like a rocket at the moment. Ironically, in that rocket, Williams around the outside. Is he going to get the move done? Let's wait and see. I think he has as well.
Side by side.
What a move from Cohen. Cohen's got it done round the outside. Moves up to 5th place. Tim in 4th place. And Cass in 3rd place. Right behind Matt in 2nd. And Tony pulling a gap away a little bit. But Matt's starting to catch up a little bit. And the soft tyres already, Minty, are starting to get to Tony.
Yes, they are 8 tenths now.
Ooh.
The gap at the first lap was around 1 second.
Dan made a move on Jorrit there, and Fran almost lost the car completely, but Fran up to 12th. I think he started 17th as well. Yes, he did, up 5 places. Dan's up 6 places, so Dan's had a very good start as well. Cass has had an amazing start, up 5 places from 8th to 3rd, and he's losing time to Matt a little bit now, but look at Tim now, a second behind Cass. So Cass has performed quite a steady gap away from Tim. Cohen just behind Tim as well, probably looking for a move in a minute. Indigo, then on Hulkenberg. On Hulkenberg, let's see what the slipstream can do. Hulkenberg is not going to hold the inside line. He's going to give Indigo some space. Let's see what Indigo can do. Can he get the move done? It looks like he has. They're still side by side, and look at this. Hulkenberg will have the inside line this time, and let's see what happens. Indigo leaves him enough space, and Hulkenberg still stays in 6th. Actually, look at Cohen here. Just
an update. Cooper went into the wall. He's into the pits.
Cooper's gone into the wall, and he's actually DNF, so he's retired from the session. So disappointing for Cooper, honestly. He's not had the season to start off. Who has had the season to start off, though, has to be Cass. He's still right behind Matt, and still would be closing in on Matt, and obviously on the straight he'll have DRS. Matt will not have DRS on Tony, so this is not good for Matt at the moment. And wait, what's happened to Cass? What happened to him there? Oh, it's a safety car. Oh my word, it's a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. So Cooper's retirement has left a safety car. So there must be a lot of debris from that incident on the track. There's a few incidents also at turn 10, so that may be also something to pick up on, which is why there's a safety car. So this is obviously a dilemma, but let's see what happens here. The strategy's different here. Let's see what Tony can do in my opinion, Tony could do something really, really sneaky here. I'm telling you something, with this safety car out, he could potentially, in my opinion, I don't know if this is correct, he could potentially try a soft hard. And it looks like he is. So let's see what Tony can do. Matt will take the provisional lead for now with Cass in second. Although I think everyone now can speed up. That's the problem with Tony. He will move down the grid. And look at this, Valentino into the pits as well. So Valentino trying something a bit sneaky here as well. Tony comes out on the soft tyres. So he's going for another stint on the softs.
King J and Chaos also into the pits.
This is an interesting strategy here for Tony, because Tony's... I want to see how many places he doesn't make up. Valentino has tried to go onto the hard strategy, so has King J, and so has It's Always Chaos. So those three are suggesting the one stop may work if they stay on the hards. Anyway, Cass in second place. This is going to be interesting to start off, I think, possibly lap 6 or 7. There's a lot of debris on the track, so might take a little while to get back underway. But look at this.
Is very lucky for the safety car. You have to go into pits at lap 1.
Oh yeah, Plix is very lucky, but he's gone onto the soft tyres. Probably not what the strategy probably would have been. Let's see what the stops are. So who's made a stop? Tony made a stop. King J made a stop. Valentino made a stop. Chaos made a stop. D made a stop, but I think that was earlier on anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Gavin made a stop earlier on as well, and so did obviously Plix. Position changes. Everyone's changed a position. No one is from the position they started. And obviously Matt up to first place, arguably obviously because of what happened with Tony. Tony obviously came into the pits to try an alternate strategy which could potentially work and help him out massively. So at the moment Matt leads from Cass with this safety car. Cass up 6 places to second place. So what a start for Cass it's been. So who else has had a great start? Ninja up to 9th place. X-Dan as well, up 8 places as well. Obviously you could argue that Tony is probably the point that some of the pit stop people, but still up to 11th place. It's a good start from Dan. A great start from Fran as well, up 7 places from 17th. So potentially points for Fran for Ferrari. Obviously Team VRT is Ferrari in this division. Obviously in the division above it is Team Williams. So we have safety car here. How is every other race going? I will keep you updated. And something has happened in the F3. I think there's a glitch lobby or something going on.
Plix is into pits going onto the hards.
Oh, he's going on to the hards, is he? Wait, Plix is going on to the hards. This is going to be interesting for Plix then. I think
that might be strategic because he was last and he just waited for the softs to die out completely and then go on the hards. So they last longer.
Right, so we've seen how F3 is doing. F3 obviously getting redone again because there's been an issue with the grid. F1, how's it going? Zach is leading the way from Nolan and then Montana, so it's an interesting top 3 there to look at. ILRT Thomas is in 4th place and Lion is in 5th, so they are your updates for F1 and F3. But back to F2 then. When is the safety car gonna come in? I believe it should come in around lap 6, lap 7. Could even come in this lap.
Plix has gone back to the pack after his pit stop.
This is interesting to see them. Plix, especially these guys who made pit stops here. Can they go to the end on those hard tyres? I don't know how long those hard tyres actually last, in my opinion. How long do they last, in your opinion?
Around... I remember I used to race here, they were around the same as mediums, like 16 laps.
16 laps. Well, got to think lap 5 is the lap we're on now. Obviously, lap 25 would be 20 laps.
In this lap.
Safety car is in this lap, so this is interesting to see. Let's see what Cass can do, and obviously it's Matt's choice when he decides to go when the safety car obviously does come in. He's got to get the pack in line, and everyone has to make sure that they're obviously not brake checking or anything, and make sure that everyone, look at this, all this line here, and Matt's gonna be the first one to go. When is he going to go is the question. He might go around the next corner, warming up his tyres, making sure they're not going to be wet immediately. Let's see what happens though. Matthias Turkish leading the way from PMP Cass, and look at that, Tim in 3rd place as well. And obviously there'll be a lot more people, and I think Matt's decided to go. He has decided to go here, and I think his tyres were a little bit cold as well, but I think that was also the same for Cass. Matt's got a little bit desync, perhaps that's Cass as well, but Cass is going to close in. Is Cass going to make the move? It looks like he is. They're going to go side by side through the corner. Is Cass going to take the lead of this race? Got the inside line, he's got the outside line that time. Lucky not to lose any wing at all, and I think Cass will have to stay in second just for now. Tim down in third has lost a lot of time. Cohen side by side with him. Someone has gone right down. There's a lot of position changes. I think that's Ninja. Ninja's actually retired from the session, so I don't know what's happened. Cohen's up to third place. And look at Hulkenberg just behind as well, almost getting a bit move on Tim as well. What's happened to Ninja? I don't know what's happened to him, but I don't know. Dan has also had a little bit of trouble as well, up to 16th and down to 17th as well. There's yellow flags in sector 1. Oh, surely we're not going to see another safety car. That would be a bit insane if we did. It looks like it's fine though. Matt in the lead of this race, and he's got a pretty commanding one at the moment. Once DRS gets back to him though, it could be a little bit different, the story. Cohen at the moment in third, Tim just about in fourth, Hulkenberg in fifth, Indigo sixth, Lawman seventh, AJ eighth, Tony in ninth, Fran in 10th. Fran's got a little bit of a gap between him and Tony at the moment. Fran also, I'd like to mention, is on the soft tyres as well, so he's probably saved him a little bit more. But look at Tony. Tony is probably eyeing up a move on AJ. What's AJ going to do? Surely he's not going to make a move here. He's going to wait till the first corner. And look at Indigo right behind Hulkenberg here. So let's see what he could do. No DRS again, but he'll use Slipstream to his advantage. He goes to the outside of VRT Hulkenberg, and it looks like he might make the move done. He's down the outside, and they're still side by side. So let's see what will happen into this corner. I think Hulkenberg's going to get the move done. Has he kept it around the outside? No, he hasn't. This is going to be very close, and Jamie's pushed wide a little bit. Indigo, oh, they're going inside each other there. That doesn't really help desync wise. And look at them still side by side. Look at this view from Lawman's here. Beautiful view, seeing the Ferrari taking over the Haas there, and the Ferrari retakes 5th place. Let's see what happens then into turn 10. Turn 10 could be absolutely havoc. Sometimes let's see what happens here. There's a lot of gaps between all the cars, so no trouble really is going to be pursued. Tony at the moment just behind Lawman's. Tony's made up the place on AJ. See what he can do against Lawman's. No DRS obviously till the next lap, I think. So at the moment Tony is struggling. No, not struggling, sorry, he's gaining. Lawman's at the moment in 7th, losing a little bit of time to Indico. Hulkenberg here in 5th place. Let's see what happens though. So who you got your eye on, Minty? Who's started well for you?
Tony.
Tony started well for you. And look at that, DRS is enabled. And there we go then. Let's see. Obviously it won't be into here, but the first corner we'll see. Cass is right behind Matt. Just what he wanted. Let's see if he can get a good exit here and keep up with Matt. He's lost a little bit of time to him, but he wants to stick by him. And if he sticks by him, he could potentially make a move into this corner. As he's closing in with Matt, I don't think it's worth trying just yet. But just keep behind Matt, and you're...
That's only down the side of Lawman's.
Has he got him? Yes, he's got him, and look at that, Lawman's losing a little time, but Tony making up what he needs to do. Back up to 7th place, all guys need to pit. At the moment though, Tony I think will have to pit again as well, so Tony must make sure that he makes his moves quickly. And look at Indigo looking at a move on Hulkenberg. Speak a little bit conservative into this corner. Obviously it's very difficult to get through these corners. You can lock up very easily. I think a lot of guys have got ABS assists for tonight's race. Obviously some do, some won't.
Exit. You go side by side, down the inside of the turn.
Has he got him? That's a beautiful move from Jamie there. And look at Hulkenberg all over him again. Angelo trying to make a move on Indigo again. So I think he'll have to slot in till turn 1 as Jamie uses all the track possible. And it's going to be interesting going furthermore into this race. And look at Casper getting very close to Matthias here. Let's see if he can catch up to him. He'll have DRS wide open then. Cohen also could catch up to Cass, but it's more likely that Cass will catch up to Matt. Let's see what happens here. Cass getting right in the slipstream here. He's gaining, but he's not got gained enough. And look at this, Cohen's going quite deep. Tim as well. What's happened to Tim? Has he got some wing damage or has he escaped that? He's escaped that, so that's lucky for him. Look at Cohen though in third place, losing time. But look at Cass. Cass is going to make a move on Matt. Surely he's going to get it done round the inside. Very close between the two drivers. Let's see what happens. The racing point is still there. The racing point is still there and he's got the inside line. Oh, he's going to have to back out with Matt there on the outside. And look at Cohen. Look at Cohen. Cohen's going to have to back out as well. Oh, Cohen's got wide. Is he going to got the position on Cass? Cass had a little bit of an issue with Matt there. I don't know who should have backed out.
Cass. Into turn 10.
Oh, and Tim had to be careful and back out there. He shouldn't obviously go for the move. Very mature driving from Tim there. Lucky not to see too much of an incident, but Cass will have to chase Matt back down, and so would Cohen as well. Cohen has got that free space too, and obviously should have the DRS2 later in the lap. But look at that, there's a second gap between Matthias and Cohen. This is what Matthias would want. He would want this gap to happen, but obviously if it keeps this way at the moment, Matthias is going to end up dominating the race, and Cohen would not like that because he'll be caught in a battle with Cass and Tim. Further down the grid then, Lormans is going to be eyeing up a move for Hulkenberg, so let's see if he can make the move done, and he's got a terrible exit out there. Cass is into the pits, so that's interesting. 8 lap mediums into the pits. I don't know if he picked up wing damage though. We'll find out here if he did pick up wing damage. No one's really making moves in my opinion. AJ might be making a move here on Lorman, so this is interesting to see going side by side. Has anyone picked up damage? No, they haven't. Still side by side through the corner, and Lorman's almost loses the car. He may have lost the car as well, may lose the position to AJ's teammate Wahlberg. So the two Toro Rossos doing pretty decently right now. That was quite aggressive from AJ, but look at these two side by side locked in wheels here. Look at Lorman's going quite wide. Lorman's will probably just have to wait a little longer until he can get the move done on Wahlberg.
Tony down the side of Indigo.
Tony's up to 4th.
Side by side.
Oh my word, Tony could really take the race win here. He's almost up to 4th place. I didn't realise he got past Hulkenberg, and he's got past him quite convincingly as well. He'll have DRS here, but so will Indigo. Indigo got the better exit. Tim does not. As look at Cohen chasing down Matthias. Look at this then. Cohen potentially going for the first race win of the season.
Going down this Wahlberg.
Oh, they're side by side.
Into the left, right.
Oh, let's see what happens here. He's on the outside line. He has to be careful. Oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty for that. He's just behind Wahlberg at the moment. Wahlberg at the moment right ahead of Lormans, but Lormans will have the slipstream. He won't wait for DRS. No, he won't. I don't know why he didn't do that, because obviously this now is good for, of course, the other driver, Wahlberg. And look at them side by side. There's almost nothing between them as Indigo and Wenting. Matt's into the pits as well. Yeah, Fran's into the pits as well. Well, 10 lap softs, so those softs can last a little longer than expected. Oh, Lorman's maybe getting a little bit of the backside of Wahlberg. Was that King J? No, it wasn't. Look at these two going side by side again. Wahlberg is under pressure with Lormans. Let's see what happens here. Lormans, oh, side by side. Wahlberg goes wide. Lormans almost loses the car as well. A little bit of an oversteer there. Look at Valentino up to 7th, challenging King J for the position. King J will probably get it. Look at this though. Valentino fights very aggressively there.
Is also going side by side with King J.
No, with Plix. Look at Plix then losing the position to Chaos, but Plix will be looking for a move here on turn 10. This will be a good move if he gets it. It looks like he has, but look at the switchback. The switchback is on. Chaos is going to get it. He's going to get the DRS. And look at this. So Plix will have the DRS as well, but Chaos is trying to get him out of slipstream. Plix is following every move, but it's not going to get the move done. So Cohen now leads this race. And how far is he ahead of Matt? This is interesting to see. Matt is 21 seconds behind. Now, I believe from your stats, it did say that it did say that the pit stop length is 19 seconds, so it's good for Cohen if he comes to the pits, and it looks like he is now. So let's see what Cohen can do then. Can he potentially get the overcut done on Matt and get out ahead? Matt's gone on the soft, so two stop is on for it at the moment. Tony's setting fastest laps after 8 lap softs, so Tony at the moment doesn't feel at all weird by those softs. Where's Cohen going to come out then? Is Cohen, where is he? Is he going to come out ahead of Matt? Matt's going to cross the line. I think he's got ahead of Cohen. Yes, he has. And Matt's actually got quite a considerable lead away from Cohen. So, at the moment, that's poor for Cohen.
Working.
And obviously, Cohen's gone for a one-stop here. Matt will have to pit again.
Back on chaos.
I'm telling you something. Cohen's going for a one-stop here. I think this is a one-stop. Because Matt's onto the soft, so he'll have to pit again. Lawman's up to third, Wobbieg in second, but look at Tony in first. 5-second gap between them. Let's see what his gap is to...
Oh, contact! Indigo and Cass collide.
Who collides?
Cass and Indigo. Cass retires.
Oh, and Cass is out of the race. Through the S's. Oh, you don't want to be going side by side through there. You saw the incident. Whose fault was it?
It was a racing incident. They were going side by side.
Oh, well, look at this going side by side. I'm a D and always chaos.
King
Oh, King J has spun.
Both
And look at these two
racing
as well. Both racing points on the space of 1 lap have ended up spinning the car. One's gone out. King J at the moment gets back onto the track quite well, and Chaos and D make collision, and D's gonna have to go wide there. Chaos has got damage. Gavin up to 7th, D in 6th place. Gavin will have DRS though, so he might make the move on I'm a D. As he's going to now, is he? Yes, he is. Look at Matt setting fastest lap times of 1:30.2 there.
Doesn't even move, no, you're still going side by side.
Yellow flags in sector 3. Is that King J retiring? I think it was. Must have been him retiring in the pits. Tony in the lead.
Another safety car.
Could be, but Wolbieg into second, Valentino in third. So Valentino is running quite a swell race at the moment. Cohen at the moment behind Matt, losing a lot of time, but then again Matt does have to pit again. Whether Cohen has to pit again, I'm not 100% sure. I think Cohen could potentially go to the end on these hard tyres, but Matt will probably do, he could probably do a medium soft, and I think probably go on to the mediums or soft again. So this is going to be interesting strategy, and strategy plays a big part in tonight's race. As I'm a D is
team orders in Red Bull if Matt catches up to I'm a D.
Let's see. Well, Matt catches up to I'm a D, then surely there's going to have to be team orders. Look at I'm a D. He's battling with Gavin at the moment, and Gavin, has he got wing damage? I don't think he does.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He did have wing damage, but let's see what I'm a D can do here. I'm a D right behind. Is that always Chaos who's struggling? He's gone into the pits. I think that's because he had wing damage.
Same as Sony.
Oh, Wolbieg and Tony into the pits. Tony's come onto the medium, so he's going for a soft medium here. And I'm a D makes the move on Gavin. Let's see what happens.
In front of Cohen.
It's always Chaos. Got a 5-second time penalty for cutting the corner. How did he get a 5-second time penalty for cutting the corner around here? He's gone insanely deep in there, but it doesn't really matter. Valentino leading the race as it stands at the moment with Plix in second. I'm a D third, Gavin in fourth. But Matt at the moment is hot on his heels, and it's always Chaos speeding the pit lane. He's going to
Indigo
retire, so that's always Chaos out as well. His race is done. He can't really do much more. There's yellow flags in sector 1 and sector 3, which will be him. Is there going to be a safety car, a virtual safety car pulled out? Would not be helpful for Matt, especially a safety car.
No, Matt has to get his pace up because there's only an 8-second gap between him and Tony. So if Matt wants to win this race, he has to get his pace up on the softs.
Sector 2, there's yellow flags, and AJ's retired from the session as well, so AJ spun at sector 2 there. Where would he have spun at sector 2? He must have lost the car at turn 10 perhaps. But AJ's out of this race as well. That's Gavin at the moment losing time to Imadi. Imadi's getting away ever so slightly. Matt, you trying to catch up. It's a little bit of difference between Cohen and Matt. Almost a 6-second gap. And Cohen at the moment is actually defending from Tim here, so Tim will have DRS here. Cohen protecting that inside line quite a lot here, but Tim's going to have to go around the outside if he's going to think about a move. He's thinking about it, and he may as well have just gone and done it here. And he's done it pretty cleanly as well. So Tim is up to 6th place. Cohen down to 7th, and he gets to DRS as well again, Tim. But Cohen, is he going to try and make a move? Surely he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. So at the moment, Tim moves up to 6th place. So that's a great move from Tim. Let's see what Gavin can do then. Up to 4th place at the moment. We will drop down quite a considerable high amount of places though at the end of this race, as it looks like. Let's see what the strategies are looking at as well for him. He could potentially go and do a hard medium, in my opinion. Matt will have to pit again, we all know that. Cohen could probably stretch it to the end. Tim could potentially stretch it to the end as well. Tony will stretch it to the end as well. So Matt at the moment, especially with Tony at the moment here, Matt could really struggle at the end of the race to make sure that he's winning this race. And Matt's gone well wide there as well, so Matt's not really doing well. He's not really catching up to Gavin too much. Plix and Valentino are the top 2. Then when are these two going to come into the pits? When is Imad going to come into the pits? That's going to answer my question now. Imad into the pits then, and Matthew will go past him. Let's see what Gavin could do then. Gavin up to 3rd place now. There's not really any battling going on too much. This battle, yeah, there's battle for battle for 5th place here. Look at these two gonna battle it out, Tim and Cohen, and look at the Mercedes behind as well.
Really wide.
Tony's got really wide, and Tony's
not wide, but deep.
He's got really deep, and he has lost out a lot of time to the two ahead. And look at Cohen. Cohen is eyeing up a move on Wentink. He's gonna make sure that he is mature enough to keep Wentink just in front for now, and probably make a move later on. Just gonna see if the F3 lobby is up and done. It looks like it is, so that is good to see. So F3 is up, ladies and gentlemen, so unfortunately it will be a little later. So it's up right now, the race is going.
Now let's see survive on the mediums.
Let's see what Cohen can do. Wentink just ahead. Cohen in 6th place. Tony in 7th. Tony on the mediums. He might make a move on Cohen here. Look at them side by side around the outside here. Tony, is he going to move done? He has got the move done on Cohen. So what a move that is from Tony. And now maybe he's going to try and track down Tim Wentink.
My question is, will Tony make it to end on the medium tyres?
That's a good question. I don't know if Tony will. I'm pretty sure he should do, because apparently you said that the mediums and hards quite similar pace. Look at Tony at the moment. Tony in 6th place, maybe making a move on Tim in a minute. He's gone very deep again. And look at this, he may lose position to Cohen a little bit. No, he hasn't, but Cohen will have DRS. And so will Tony though, but Tony has not got the momentum at the moment. Plix is catching up to Valentino at the moment. Valentino's still strongly leading this race, but with Matt closing in very much so on Gavin, and Gavin still having to make a pit stop, as so does Matt as well. And now the grid could be a little bit mixed up though, because remember, Matt has to make a pit stop, and Gavin has to make a pit stop as well. If Gavin pits on, in my opinion, if Gavin puts on the medium tyres or the... I don't know how long the softs can go, but Fran was able to stretch out like 11, 12 laps, I think. But Matt, for example, Matt is leading the race technically once all these guys pit, but Matt has to pit again as well. So for Gavin here, if he comes into the pits now and puts on the mediums, then technically he's ahead of Matt. So Gavin at the moment could potentially be the strategic genius tonight and potentially win this race. And Gavin staying out, probably not the best decision in my opinion, but Matt's going to make the move on him, and Matt takes over from Gavin. But also these front two guys as well, they've got to pit. Matt's got to pit again. These two will have to pit one more time as well. So perhaps Valentino or Plix could be winner of this race.
Only going round the outside of Tim. We'll try to get the switch back.
Ooh, it's not going to work, and Cohen is losing time a little bit.
We
Look
get
at Tony.
DRS.
Look at Tony, though. Tony's got a lot more momentum than Wenting. It looked like this move is going to be done. It's going to be settled around the outside.
Will he get it?
Oh,
still
it's going to be
going side by
close. I think it's going to be Wenting's for the taking. Is it? No, it's not. Tony is in the lead here. It could be very close. And I think Tim maturely backs out a little bit for now. Is he going to go for a move here? No, he's not. Lawmans is out of this race. So I don't know what's happened to Lawmans there, who's crashed out. Something to do with I'm a D, perhaps? I'm not 100% sure. Look at this, though. Plix and Valentino together, and Matt's closing in. So in my opinion, the best thing to do for Plix and Valentino is perhaps maybe try and go onto the mediums, perhaps even onto the softs here. They could beat out Matt. I can't see Matt stretching another 11 laps on those soft tyres. That's impossible. We saw last year that Chapelele, obviously now on the F1 tier, but Chapelele was not able to make it like 9 laps softs, I think it was. So in my opinion, Matt could only go probably another 3 or 4 laps on those soft tyres, and he must be careful. Plix and Valentino then, closing up on Valentino. Valentino leading this race, and potentially could be leading the championship tonight. So let's see, let's see what happens then. Who has the fastest?
When he goes down the side of Tony first.
Oh, who's got the move on Tony? Cohen as well has caught up with it.
You will have the errors for the next straight.
Oh, look at this. Tim, at the moment, has defended the inside line. Look at Tony. He's going to get the move done on the outside again. Is he going to try to switch back? He is trying to switch back. Is he going to get it? It's going to be side by side. It's very close. Look at them. They're almost literally at the same place at the same time. Look at this then. Tony around the outside. Is he going to get the move? He's got the move done. That's impressive from Tony. And look at Tim as well. Tim's going to get the move back. It's very close. Look at the cars behind as well. All bunching up to get this 5th place. Oh, and Cohen. He has to be careful here.
Down the inside.
Oh, it's very close between all 5 of them. They must be very careful. Look at Indigo. Look at this then. Cohen is now in 8th place at the moment. Look at Indigo moving up to 6th place in that vibrant pink helmet, which does not suit us. Oh, and Indigo almost lost the car there and almost smashed right into Tony. He's lucky not to lose the car. Look at this from Cohen, down to 8th place now. All I want to see is when Valentino, Plix and Gavin will come into the pits.
Matt is in the pits.
Matt's in the pits. So this is interesting then. Gavin's coming to the pits then. So what's going to happen here? Valentino and Plix have decided to stay out. So maybe now it's time for the next lap for them to come into the pits. Because Matt's now going to have fresh mediums. So is Gavin. It's getting Gavin hasn't, but he will do. Cohen at the moment at the back. Oh, Cohen. Oh, and Indigo. Oh, he saved the Indigo there, but look how close Cohen was to causing a massive incident. And look at Tim and Tony both getting away from them. Plix and Valentino at the moment in 1st and 2nd. Tim has like a 10-second gap between him and 2nd. That's how close this battle is for 3rd place, that Tim cannot gain on the time of the front 2. Obviously, Tim has made a pit stop, but the other 2 haven't. So Tim, at the end of this race, Tim is potentially the winner. But look at Tony, though. Tony is not going to let that happen, in my opinion. I think Tony could potentially get the move done, and potentially Tony, it'll take his first ever win in EVR.
That'll be an interesting one. He has come close on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, he has, and obviously he's got the pace to, in my opinion. It's just he hasn't had the consistency. And look at VRT Hulkenberg in 7th place there with his teammate in 8th, miles away. 5 seconds to be exact. That's not many miles, but anyway, Cohen in 6th place, Indigo 5th. Tony's still right behind Tim. Tim, he's getting away a little bit from Tony at the moment, but Plix and Valentino.
Plix still don't go into the pits.
Oh my word! Well, what strategy are they going for? They must be going for hard soft here. So this is interesting for them too. Tim won't have to pit again, though. Tim and potentially Tony as well won't have to pit again. And Tony's closing in on Tim. Tony needs to make this move done as soon as possible, because the more he waits, those tyres are going to go quicker, and Tim's going to get away and get the race win. Look at Indigo just behind as well on 10-lap old hards. Cohen as well on 9-lap old hards, and look at Hulkenberg as well. All of them have done Matt silly. So Matt's strategy has probably not worked, and at the moment he is struggling probably to make up for points. Both the Red Bulls could be finishing in around 7th and 8th.
Now Matt, of course, according to the graphic that I made, 18 seconds into pit stops, while Matt is 23 seconds off the leader.
This is interesting then, because obviously 23 seconds was roughly the same as probably 21 seconds. So, hold on, did you say that was between the leaders and Matt? Yes, that was. So now is the time for action for Valentino and Plix, in my opinion, to possibly put on the soft tyres. Because at the moment, Matt will not get by. IMD will, and he will go to the end of the race. We've got to think these two will have soft tyres. They should be able to make soft tyres. What's Valentino going to do? Valentino's staying out. Look at Plix. Plix is in the bits. So Valentino's staying out another lap, probably a bit.
Does he go?
Must be soft.
I think those are the softs.
Must be softs. 7 laps to go, and look at Tim. Tim going on the inside, trying to protect his line from Tony as much as possible. Tony is trying to get that dirty air out of the way and is trying to get the move done on Tim. It's not going to work.
Where will Plix come out?
Let's have a look then. Imadi's crossing the line. Plix, where is he? Where is he? It's telling me his pit box. Oh, he's behind. He's behind both of them, and Matt's made the move. He's on the softs. Matt's gone wide. Imadi's up to 8th. Matt's gone wide. Look at the two. The two Red Bulls have gone well off the pace here. And look at Plix. Plix is probably going to get the move on both of them. He's not going to get the move on Matt just yet. He's got the outside line, but look at that. Plix making up one move on one of the Red Bulls. Is he going to make all the Red Bulls pay at the moment? What's Valentino doing at the front of the pack? Has he made a pit stop, by the way? Surely he has made a pit stop. Valentino has made a pit stop. He's going to go to the end of this race, and he can win this.
I don't believe so.
Surely he cannot stretch these hards out long enough. All he has to do is make sure that these tyres stay for long enough for 7 laps. Surely he cannot do this. If he does this, he wins this race. This is impressive stuff for Valentino. Is he going to come into the pits this lap? No, he's staying out. Surely this is going to be... He's not going to pit again. Surely not with 6 laps to go.
This could be very risky.
It is very risky. And look at Tony as well. Tony as well, looking for second place from Tim again. These two going very close all race so far. Let's see what Tony can do. He's going to just pull out of it for now. Goes a little bit deep. Probably looking for a better exit on Tim though, obviously, because he will have DRS.
He's catching up to Matt. Moves down the inside.
And Plix is going to get him, is he? Side by side. Looks like Plix has got him, and it looks like Matt's not going to switch back. Done. So it looks like Plix right now has the freedom to get away. But Matt will have DRS, and Matt is probably going to eye up a move again from Plix. Plix is going to defend. Well played from Plix, and Plix is going to probably get away for the S's because obviously he'll have much more grip than what that medium tyre Red Bull will do. So let's see what Plix can do. And as you can see, look at that on the exit, how much more grip Plix had. And now he's going to chase down VRT Fran. Look at this battle here for second place. Look at this huge train here between 2nd and 7th place. Sorry, 6th place here. So 4-man or 5-man train at the moment. Let's see what happens. Wolbieg is well behind everyone else at the moment, and I think he's had some sort of laggy connections again, and he's left the session. But Valentino is stretching to the end. This is going to be probably the most strangest thing ever, in my opinion. But Valentino is going to go 25 laps on these hard tyres. In my word, that is the most impressive thing I'm going to see this season already.
After one round.
After one round, it's so great to see a driver literally stretching this much, and he may even go to take the win. Plix is on the charge though. Plix is on the charge for 7th, which is Fran just ahead of him. Is he going to make the move on him? He's got 2 seconds behind. Could he make the move in the next 5 laps? It looks likely. Tim's still making sure that all these cars are behind. Tony though, the more he stays behind Tim, the more those mediums wear out more and Tim's hards get better. So he must make the move on Tim as soon as possible. It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Gap between Tim and Valentino has dropped by 1.5 seconds.
This could be interesting, obviously, to see as well. It's now 8.4 seconds, so Tim is now on the charge. Valentino will probably meet him on the final lap. There is a chance that could happen. That's what I mean. These hard tyres are now starting to lose all grip, all potential. And literally Tim is now going to use this to his advantage. Look at Tony just behind though, 5 tenths behind. 5 laps to go. Tony needs this move done and he gets second place in the first race of the season. Indigo in 4th place, so Indigo pretty strong race as well. Cohen a very strong race as well, as Tony goes a little bit wide, and Cohen is going to eye up Indigo a little bit. I think that was Indigo going wide, and look at Indigo, actually he's got a better exit than Tony, and he might actually get the move done here on Tony. So Tony's all his hard work to try and get Tim has gone off the rails, as Indigo moves up to 3rd place and now will have the opportunity to battle Tim. This is going to be very interesting towards the end. And Tony, he's lost the position completely. I can't believe that. Wenting at the moment is in trouble from Indigo. It's going to be a different driver going for the move. And Cohen may even get 4th place as well. It's going to be very exciting to see who actually gets on the podium. 2 of these 5 drivers will get the podium tonight. But who will it be?
It's going to be very close here at the end. 14 lap old tyres for both Tim and Indigo. Tony is on the mediums.
Tony is on the mediums, and let's look at this. Cohen at the moment 2 tenths
on Fran.
2 tenths behind Cohen at the moment, and Plix is getting the move on Fran, and surely Fran cannot keep up with Plix. Plix is surely going to potentially he won't battle for 6th place, it's 7th place, and that's it. But Fran is going to stick behind Plix, and he might even attempt to make a move. He doesn't for now. Valentino has 4 laps left to go to keep a 6.6 second gap. Indigo's going to close in on Wenting. He's surely not going to think about a dive bomb move at the moment. He's lost a lot of time to him. See what he can do then into this first corner. Gets a good exit, and then it is good. It's a poor exit from Tim, and Indigo's actually got a pretty decent one as well. So Tim is in trouble here. Indigo's not going to worry him.
Round the outside of Plix.
Fran's still with him. Plix has got to have to go that wide, and Fran will have DRS. So Fran at the moment is keeping with Plix. Is he going to get the move done here? This is very good move here. It's very close. Banging wheels, and look at this. Matt's got caught up with Fran, and there's an incident. Fran's hit the wall. Oh my word. It's unlucky for Fran. It's not unlucky for Matt, and Matt's got away with it luckily. I don't know if he got wing damage, but Fran on for a good position here up to like 8th place, and he's now down to 11th.
They're going down the inside of Tony.
Oh, how's Cohen doing? Oh, it's very close. And look at this. Cohen, I think he's trying to make the move on Tony as quick as possible. His mediums are starting to wear. Where is Valentino right now?
1 second.
Valentino, there's a 6-second gap between him and Tim. It's now 5.5. So Valentino getting closer to his first race win of the season and the first race winner of the season. Cohen then in 5th place, trying to catch up with Tony. It doesn't look like it's happening. Tony at the moment in 4th place, Cohen in 5th. Cohen's going to get the move done. Cohen's going to get the move done on Tony, and Cohen at the moment. And look at Hulkenberg as well. Hulkenberg looking for the move to be done on him as well. It's going to be side by side. Look at this, Hulkenberg and Tony there. And Tony moves down to 6th place. Great move from VRT Hulkenberg, and it's Cohen. It's Cohen. We'll have to get past Warp there quickly and catch up with Indigo, who has got well away from Cohen, Hulkenberg and Tony.
It has been a disaster for Tony this race, so first starting from pole position.
I don't think it's been a disaster. I don't think it's been a disaster considering the strategy.
P4 fighting for P3.
Yeah, I guess so. And he's fighting for P2 actually, and he's completely lost the car a little bit. Well, not lost the car, but anyway, Wentig and Indigo then. Wentig with a little lock up. It's fine though. Indigo's still stuck behind Wenting, but Wenting is closing in on Valentino, and there's 2 laps left to go after this. So Valentino just needs to keep a 4-second gap, which is like closing very, very fast. Look at Indigo here as well, trying to close in on Wenting. So if Indigo can keep Wenting in trouble at the moment, if he can keep them at bay, then it looks like Williams are taking the 25 points.
3.5 seconds now, almost 5 seconds just before sector 2.
Well, let's see what happens here. Indigo at the moment is going to make a move on Tim, is he? Oh, he's going to back out just about. He's still waiting, but look at Valentino. He's up ahead, but is closing the gap very quickly, Tim is now. And Valentino's strategy, although it seems golden, potentially it could bite him in the back at the end of the race. He's got 2 laps to keep a 3-second gap from Tim, who is literally ramping up ahead, keeping up the pace with Valentino and looking for the first win of the season. Indigo, or Jamie Morris, if any of you don't know who it is looking for the win as well. And look at Valentino!
Oh, Valentino.
He's made a mistake! He's made a mistake! He's got a puncher!
Front left!
He's got a puncher in the front left. This is absolutely disastrous. Disastrous for Valentino here. Oh my god, he had 2 laps to go and he's gone and lost it. And look at Tim. Tim's going to have to make the move on Valentino. Done. This is so unfortunate for Valentino at the moment, who is going to be finishing probably outside the points now. He thought the strategy would work.
As Indigo nearly loses it. Well, following.
Oh, and Valentino's left the session in frustration. I believe, obviously, I would expect that frustration as well. You're 1 lap away from winning this race, potentially, and it all slips away from you from a puncher. This track has really. I was predicting that to happen as well. 24 lap hards. It's quite difficult to nurse 25 lap hards across this track. Well, we've got one.
Isn't close enough to go for a dive bomb into turn 1.
Well, yeah, but we have a couple more DRS sections to go, a couple more battles to go here. Indigo must make sure that he makes the move done, and he could be the first winner of the F2 season. Could he potentially take the move, take the battle to Tim on the final lap? It's going to be very close between these two at the moment, but look at Tim. He's just about got enough ahead at the moment. Indigo makes a little mistake, but he hasn't lost too much time. In fact, he's got closer to Tim, so this is going to be a battle right to the line here. Tim at the moment, he has enough ERS to make sure he's safe. Look at Jamie at the moment here, right behind. Is he going to get a good exit? Looks like he has got a decent one. Tim's got a little bit away though. This is probably Jamie's last chance to get the move done on Tim, or at least get close enough to make a move on Tim. It's not going to happen at the moment. Hulkenberg gets moved up to 3rd place as well from Cohen, so this is interesting to see. Tim at the moment then with Indigo. Indigo has got one last chance down this straight, in my opinion, to get a good exit. He's got a poor exit, and he's got a 3-second tyre penalty with it. So at the moment it looks like Tim's going to win this race fair and square. So unfortunately what Shap said, don't let Tim win, is unfortunately not the case. Tim is going to take the first win of the season, followed by Indigo just behind. And look at Hulkenberg then, 3rd place. Cohen. Oh wait, no, Indigo's down to 4th, so Hulkenberg up to 2nd, Cohen to 3rd, Indigo 4th, Tony in 5th, Plix in 6th. Yes, it is. Imadi in 7th, and Matthew will finish 8th. Oh, look at Gavin here, right behind Matt. Who's going to take the position? It's going to be 8th and 9th, and it wouldn't matter either way because Gavin had a time penalty. Anyway, Fran picks up the final point of tonight. Poor Valentino, obviously, could have got the race win, and obviously Dan, who's had not the best of races to start off the season, but what a race that was, Minty. What a race.
It was spectacular, especially after that kind of dull race to finish off season 1. This was a banger.
And obviously to start off season 2 as well, what scenes we have with obviously fireworks, obviously, and 20-man grid as well to start the season. Great start to the season, obviously. Everyone's here to celebrate it. Dan finishes this race then in 12th place, and that is the end of the race, but look how close it was for everyone. Very close for everyone, and it could have been anyone's win tonight, but it is this man, Tim Wentink, who takes the race victory, followed by VRT Hulkenberg, and obviously Cohen as well there in 3rd place. As we get the podium celebrations underway, Tim wins the first race of the season and gets all the points in the bag for Renault. Also, of course, Ferrari doing well as well, getting double points, and Cohen, unfortunately, with his teammate Valentino getting that, obviously, that puncher on lap 28 out of 29. It could have been probably the best day for the Williams boys, but it wasn't to be. Anyway, so the end of this race then, we see Tim Wentink take the win, followed by VRT Hulkenberg and It's Cohen. Then we see Indigo in 4th place, Tony 5th, Plix in 6th. I think that's also the fastest lap for Plix, so congratulations to him, he's got an extra point. Dan's got the fastest lap, but he's outside the top 10, so he will not get the fastest lap point. And
Plix.
Yeah,
fastest lap.
Yeah, but Dan has a faster lap than him.
Yeah,
anyway,
in the top 10.
Yeah, in the top 10, that's what I said. Anyway, I'm a D in 7th, Matthew 40 in 8th, Gavin YouTube 9th, and Fran in 10th. So that was all the drivers for today, and everyone had a great race, a stunning race out of all of them. Though you had to give, it must be Tim who's had a stunning race. I mean, Jamie as well had a great race. Also, and obviously there were some winners and losers. The big loser though tonight was Matthew, who looked like he was certain to win, looking at his quali pace and his race strategy, and it's all gone wrong. So anyway, we'll see you next week, where we will be at Azerbaijan, so a new circuit on the EVR calendar, somewhere we have never been with these drivers before, and hopefully it should be a very interesting race ahead, and we will see you obviously next week when that happens. And obviously I'm sure everyone enjoyed tonight, and I'm sure they will enjoy next week as well. We'll see you next time, next Saturday at 8 PM as always, for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.